their Hipcamp picture up. I mean, we're talking thumbs up here for the Hipcamp. We'll definitely continue to do Hipcamps. Another win for the Hipcamp. Well, it's July 2026, and my wife and I are on our trip up to Oregon. Well, we're in Oregon right now and up into Washington. When we did the trip, my wife started to look at an app called Hipcamp, looking for campsites. And so we're going to stay in 4 Hipcamps while we're traveling through Oregon and Washington. This will be on the road about a month and a half. And so the first Hipcamp, which you can see in the background there, it's an old golf course. I guess back in the 90s, this golf course was pretty amazing. So they turned it into a Hipcamp. Down on the backside down here, there's a river that flows you can hike down to. You can go for a swim in the river. So anyway, we're gonna go to 4 Hipcamps. This one being Elk Creek Golf Course, and we're gonna walk the golf course. But they have a trail. It's about I think he said about a 2-mile trail where you can hike through the golf course. And so I'm gonna spin you around so you can see where we're at right there. And they have on this fairway, they have a porta potty, and it's clean, very clean. Oh my goodness, they take really good care. But there's a campsite way up over here. We're in a campsite, and then there's 2 more on the other side over here. There's another one right over here, and then another one up over here. And so I guess you could, I mean, that's where they have the picnic tables and the fire pits. So they said what they pride themselves on is when you camp here, you're not on top of each other. You're spread out. So anyway, beautiful, beautiful setting. We're gonna go hike in Silverton State Park, I believe it is. They have the hike of 10 Falls. I've also heard it called the 10 Falls hike. We're gonna do that tomorrow. There's some little cottontail bunnies out here running around. They're pretty cute. So anyway, we'll see how it goes with the Hipcamp, and we'll keep you posted as we go through each one. Again, this is absolutely gorgeous setting. Beautiful here last night, very quiet. The only thing you hear most of during the day is just the birds chirping. So beautiful, beautiful. Hipcamp number 2, Williams Park RV Campground. It's just, I shouldn't say RV, it's Williams Park Campground. We got a little well house up there. We're parked right there. Lots of room. We're on the last one that has hookups, and we're space 27. So if you go over here, they're all back in sites. Site number 1 starts right there. 30 amp hookups. They do got water scattered throughout here, so it looks like most of the sites will have electric and water, but it comes with showers. It's got a kitchen, laundry facility. They got a washer and dryer in there, and then they're not coin operated. None of it's coin operated, so it's all included in the price, which that's pretty good. So yeah, second Hipcamp. A lot of people talk about comparing it to Harvest Host, and one of the things that they talk about with the Hipcamp, one of the difference between Hipcamps and Harvest Host, is that Hipcamp has the ability for people in tents to stay, and so it's not just limited to RVs. And again, cooking, ice maker, though it's not plugged in, table, an entrance to the ladies' bathroom in here, and there's another one on the outside. There's a washer and dryer, And women's has an outside entrance in it also, and it looks just like the guys' room, except for it doesn't have the urinal. But in the shower, a nice shower, hot water. Bathrooms are nice. Everything's clean. All wooden, kind of gives you that cabin feeling. So, oh, they even have a fish cleaning station here. We're only, I want to say, about a mile, maybe a mile and a half from the actual ocean, and it's actually a bay out here. It's kind of interesting. They got this little creek behind them. So when we got here, you could walk out on that gravel. There's a little tiny swimming hole, but I'm guessing because we're headed to high tide, because we're that close to the ocean, this thing is full of water now. I mean, you could walk right down here, nice big sandbar. That whole, it was completely exposed with a swimming hole, and now it's pretty deep. You know, lots of nice little camp spots. You can see they got a little fire pit area with firewood, although that they talk about the difference between Hipcamp and Harvest Host is Harvest Host, it's usually for an overnight, although I have heard that some of the Harvest Hosts are allowing you to stay for a couple of nights, maybe a little longer. But Hipcamp, you can, it's like a regular campground if you wish. You go online, you book your stay. Haven't seen anything. I think there's some that do have a limit, some don't. As far as I know, the Hipcamps, you can stay pretty much, I don't know, I don't think you could stay here forever, but you know, they range quite a bit in price, depending on the hookups, location, I'm sure, demand for them. Anyway, another win for Hipcamp. We got 2 more to do on this trip, and we'll take a look at that. But the first one was the golf course, and then this one is oceanside, I guess you could say. And there's a lot to do in this area, so we're gonna find out what there is here over the next few days. But probably the biggest thing for us is that building with the washer and dryer. We've been on the road for a little over a week, and we needed some laundry to get done. Beautiful area. So like I said, we got 2 more to go. One's up on a lake, and then one's kind of just outside of Seattle, Washington. So, but beautiful over here. First time in this area for us. Hipcamp, yay. But right off to the side over here, there's a gate that you walk through right over in here. And that takes you across the road to the tent camping area. The RV side and the tent side all run along this little river, which in a few weeks will be filled with king salmon migrating up. Here's one of the sites right here. Big sites, lots of room. The host stated that she doesn't want to have people on top of each other while they're camping, so she made these huge areas out here for them. So just a park-like setting out here. The path going back is great. It's crushed gravel and packed down, so driving on it would be easy. Walking is great. All right, we're coming to the last little tent camp area here. You get to keep walking out quite a bit farther, but this is far back the tent campers can drive. So we're gonna try to get out a little farther, but there's a swampy area on the way out, and the only way to get across that is try to walk around it or get your feet wet. One that's narrow, a couple of nice little bridges with rails. Quite the little tropical setting here. Ferns, tall grass, mossy trees. I mean, and look at this. Talk about a primo fishing spot when the salmon are spawning. We're on our hip camp number 3. This one is on Lake Pleasant in Washington, just outside of Mount Olympic National Park. We've been spending a few days over there. It's a nice place. People have property on the lake. They put in a couple of RV sites, one there, and we're in this one right over here. And I'm going to say another win for Hipcamp. Lake down there, beautiful. There's my wife over there. She's the one that booked all these campsites. She found Hipcamp and said, let's give it a try. And I'll tell you, the first one was a golf course. Second one was along a creek over by the coast. And this one here, right outside of Olympic National Park. And I tell you what, it's perfect for going to both directions. We went over to the Hurricane Ridge and hiked that 2 days ago, and then today we went to the whole rainforest, and each of them exactly an hour from where we are. So we're right in the middle of both those. A playground for kids, and they have a bunch of toys down on the water, kayaks, paddleboard. They got a dock. You can't see it, it's around the corner down there, but a nice gravel beach to swim off. All right, down by the waterfront, they have a nice gravel beach down here. Actually turns into kind of some pretty nice sand on the other side over here. But there you can see the boat. They got a dock, they got a bunch of toys. We went out for a kayak ride on the lake today. Went swimming. The water's about 65 degrees, so nice and refreshing. Again, another win for Hipcamp. Nice place. All right, Hipcamp number 4. This was actually the least expensive camp we have on this trip of all 4. We do have full hookup, all the amenities. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 sites. They have 5, but they have their own personal trailer in there. And so the only thing this one was lacking was a nice hiking trail. The other ones had some hiking trails. Deer come out every night. There's apples and branches and lettuce and stuff from their garden down here. They got strung out. And so the bunny rabbits and the deer will come out and eat in the morning and in the evening. So again, you can see how beautiful the grounds are here. You can see they got their Hipcamp picture up. And again, beautiful grounds, beautiful area. I mean, we're talking thumbs up here for the Hipcamp. We'll definitely continue to do Hipcamps in the future. So we plan on doing a lot more travel. So anyway, another win for the Hipcamp.